my rays of light, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something different, something new. We're going to have tea with spirit. I have my tea. Let me take a sip. And I'm going to be doing a haul. I never have done a haul before, so I'm going to be doing a haul showing you what I got at Bath and Body Works. Who doesn't love Bath and Body Works? And I'm also going to be giving a giveaway, so you want to stay tuned to see this entire video and listen to what I have to say, because there's a lot of good things coming. But yes, I'm going to be showing you what I went and bought at Bath and Body Works, and I just love that place. Even though I'm a unicorn, rainbow child, I love, you know, a lot of the fragrances, a lot of the creams. I mean, who doesn't want to have their home or their sacred space smelling, you know, really beautiful and nice and relaxing? I found that a lot of their candles, even though I'm all for fixed candles and hoodoo candles, etc., you know, I want to also have some, you know, different types of candles, mainly to kind of relax me. And a lot of the products that they are, you know, bringing out are very strong, and some of them have essential oils in them. And so I'm very, very excited about that, and I'll be talking about that. And I'm going to also be giving you the tea from Spirit about Area 51, and then Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. A lot of you have asked for that kind of insight, so I'm going to kind of combine all of that into this video, and I hope that you do enjoy it. So the first thing, let me go ahead and show you. Oh my god, y'all see that? It's a big old thing. You know, I shouldn't be allowed to go into that store, because typically when I come out, and this video is not about bragging about what I bought, you know, like I said, when I buy things, I also think of my rays of light. I love each and every one of you, but we're entitled to spoil ourselves from time to time and kind of splurge if we can. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And so there's a lot of YouTubers out there that do haul videos on Gucci and Louis Vuitton or Fendi products and things that they buy. Why not Bath and Body Works, right? Okay, so the first thing that I found that I really liked, because I went through the whole store smelling, I probably spent about an hour in there. Maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but I wanted to kind of see what were the different scents, you know, what stood out to me from a male perspective, a male unicorn. And so the first thing that I liked, I really, really like it, because it's kind of, it reminds me of a lot of the like rose water when I'm working with magic, you know, and doing things like that. Is this product here. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. It's rose. It's a fine fragrance mist, and it is a 8 fluid ounce. So it's 8 ounces. Let's see if I hold it up to the camera. Can you see that? And it's really, really good. It's a fine mist. It smells so good. It smells like gardenia with roses. Just very, you know, I know that a lot of people will be looking at it saying, well, that's more for a woman. But, you know, I believe in things can be unisex for people. And I think we are so bad in society right now that we put labels that because it has a flower or a rose that, you know, only a female can use it, or a woman, and a man can't, when, you know, to me it's unisex. All of these products can be used as unisex. It's just how you want to see it. I'm pulling out the stuff that I got here. They have their body lotion, or their moisturizing body wash washes on sale for $7. I got this one. It's another one of my favorites. This is the Japanese Cherry Blossom Moisturizing Body Wash. Can y'all see that? That glare is so strong. This one smells really good. It's with shea butter, cocoa butter, and it moisturizes after one shower. It has coconut oil as well. It's an instant hydration, rich creamy lather, amazing feel and fragrance, Japanese cherry blossom. So it has the notes that it has this Japanese cherry blossom, Asian pear, fresh mimosa petals, white jasmine, and blushing sandalwood. It's not tested on animals. I don't know if it's vegan, but it's definitely one of my favorites, and I may be giving one of those away as well. And then I have this one, which complements the rose spray that I bought, which is this one here. And it's the Rose Moisturizing Body Wash with shea butter and cocoa butter. Y'all see that? And then, of course, you can't go wrong without having the Japanese Cherry Blossom 24-hour moisture body lotion. You know, you don't want to look ashy. Don't want to look ashy, especially like around my elbows, my knees, the back of my, what is it called, ankles. You want to have your feet, you know, not looking all crusty and stuff when you're wearing sandals this summer. And, you know, most people don't really pay attention. Some people don't really mind, but I don't want my feet looking all torn up from the floor up. So, it's very important for me to, you know, use lotions to moisturize my skin, stay hydrated, and smell divine. Okay, this is one of the candles that I'm giving away to one subscriber on my channel. This is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. I smelled this candle. This is actually like the gift version. This is what one of my subscribers here on my YouTube channel is going to be getting. All you have to do to enter is to comment in the comment section below. You need to also follow me on Instagram at Psychicmediumray. But mainly comment here, and then also follow me on Instagram. And I also will be posting it on Instagram, letting them know that this is a YouTube specific giveaway. Alright guys, so that's how you're gonna, this is one of the ones that I'm gonna be giving away along with a psychic reading. It's going with this, and maybe even a crystal pendant. So it's gonna be like a, you know, an inclusive package, and also maybe one of the body washes. But I'm not giving away my spray because that's mine. I really enjoyed it, and I really recommend y'all to get that. And this is not, this video is not sponsored by Bath and Body Works, but it should be. Okay, and so far I've showed y'all all the rose ones. This is the candle. It has the 3 wicks in it. It smells so good. There's something about the scent of rose that just relaxes me. And it is made with essential oils. So, you know, if you get this, just be sure that you're not leaving it unattended. It does say here that it has an airy rose water, jasmine petals, creamy musk with essential oils. These candles retail for about $24.50 at Bath and Body Works, but they're so worth it. They do last quite a bit of time, and this is not a candle that you're gonna burn. Ooh, thunder, did you hear that? This is not a candle that you're going to burn like all day long. It's more like for an ambiance, maybe a couple of hours in the evening, you know, while you're trying to wind down and relax. You're really going to enjoy that. So again, that's that candle here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see that? Okay. I'll lift this back up because I'm constantly bending to the side. Okay, here's this other one. For me, being on a diet and not being able to eat all the stuff that I like, which I know I shouldn't be, I got this candle because, you know, when you have the scent of food, sometimes it's like enough to curb your appetite. And if you're like me, it may just make me want to go in the kitchen and make some pancakes. This was something different because I've been shopping at Bath and Body Works for a couple of years now, and I hadn't seen these candles, probably because I go more during the fall time and winter time. But I don't know if this is something new. Y'all can let me know in the comments section below. But they have this one called Blueberry Maple Pancakes. Guys, if y'all had smell-o-vision, this smells like pancakes out of IHOP or somewhere. You know, anybody that makes pancakes and has that maple, fresh hot maple syrup. I was debating on whether giving this away to y'all, but I think I'm going to keep this one for myself. I really, really, really love the scent. Can y'all see that? glare on this camera. This one, let me see what it says. It's made with essential oils as well. It has fragrance notes are wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, warm maple syrup with essential oils. I need a sip of tea. It already got me hungry. And it does say here on these candles, whoever is the lucky winner of this candle that I'm giving away, it says do not burn the candle for more than 4-hour intervals. Again, like I said, it can be quite intoxicating and in a very, not well ventilated area, but if you have ventilation, it's still good, but you don't want to burn it for too long. It's more like for an hour or two, just to kind of like unwind, relax. And then the last candle here that I got was this one, and I love this one. So this one is autumn scented candle made with essential oils. It has a very cute design. I don't know if you can see that. Hold it still. It smells so good. It has like a frosted type of glass, orange glass, like a creamy frosted glass exterior. Let me see what it says here. This one, it has bright red gala apple. It does have the fragrance note of an apple. It also has a juicy fig smell, eucalyptus leaf, fir balsam with essential oils. And again, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna have to decide. I can't keep all of this as I'm giving it away. So this one I'm definitely giving away. I think I may just give either this one or the rose to a second winner. So there's going to be 2 people winning a candle with a free reading, a free psychic reading, a candle, and one of your reading, of course. So I think I'm going to give this one and this other candle away. These are retailed at $24.50. They will be coming with, like I said, with a crystal as well, so it'll be kind of like a mini package. And it is open. This giveaway is open. I'm gonna run it until, I want to say, Sunday, and it's gonna be open to anyone, even if you're international, if you're in Australia, India, it doesn't matter. It's open to anyone. Okay, so 2 winners will win 1 candle. Each person will get a candle and also a free psychic reading and a crystal pendant of my choice that I feel like would be attuned to your energy, and I'll be sending that package out sometime next week after I announce the winners on Sunday. So again, and until between here and Sunday, you need to comment in every single video that I publish, if you can. If not, just in this video is fine, but you also need to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And if you don't have Instagram, if you already follow me on Instagram, well, that's fine. All you have to do is just comment in the comment section below on this video, and then when I announce the winner on Sunday, I'm going to be announcing it on my Instagram stories. I will be sending the winners out an email to all of my clients. So if you haven't subscribed to my website, you need to subscribe there, because I send out a mass email to all of my subscribers, clients, people that have purchased items from my shop. I'll be sending out a mass email there, and then I also will be posting on my YouTube community post tab, so that way y'all can be aware. So I hope that I didn't come across as bougie doing this kind of video. Like I said, I'm trying to change the content up, making it a little bit more interesting, bringing new elements into my channel. Before I even started doing spiritual topics and stuff, I was already kind of doing a little bit of reviews, etc., etc. So this really just helps me to just branch off and kind of reconnect to my roots. I'm all about fashion. Apart from being a psychic medium, I love art, I love fashion, I love being eccentric. I also want to show you another piece that I got from Brimstone Bindings. They are based out of New Orleans, Louisiana, and the girl there, she made this Labradorite. It's a purple Labradorite pendant, but it shines so beautifully. It's brass. It's a brass one. I know, I'm addicted to crystals. So I really, really love her shop, and shout out to them that that host that. Alright, so I'm going to get into this whole Area 51 thing. A lot of my rays of light, a lot of you out there have been asking what exactly is going to transpire, what's going to happen. There's a lot of rumors that you know, 1 million people or more are going to go there on September 20th, I believe, and raid the place. They're going to raid to see what is in Area 51. Now, I've heard of Area 51, but I've never really talked about what I get psychically or intuitively from spirit about the area. It is a government military base, Air Force base, this is my understanding. They have the facility like fenced in, and there's like 3 fences in that perimeter. There's a lot of cows, a lot of pasture, like a lot of empty land, but there's supposedly a lot of people that have camped out, and there's people that are watching, like I get intuitively that there are cameras that are watching from every angle up in the air, even through satellite imaging, and some of these may be kind of camouflaged in the property where you don't see them, but it's a vast majority, or vast, like, I feel like all around the outside of the parameters there's cameras watching people that approach it. I do feel like this area is definitely somewhere where they have experimented. I'm not sure. I don't feel like it's necessarily just aliens. I wouldn't doubt that there is UFO activity there, or there has been, you know, UFO kind of testing, etc. A lot of this, like I said, is not going to be discussed or divulged by the government, because again, they have confidentiality agreements and things like that, and I don't feel like the people in general are ready or able to really handle this. Like, me talking about it now, I know there's going to be people saying, you know, you're just a conspiracy theorist, or this is a bunch of malarkey, it's bull, and it's not. Aliens for the longest have been among us. They have been mutating with DNA. A lot of us that have spiritual abilities have some extraterrestrial or some type of DNA mutation that kind of opens up or opens that strand of certain DNA. We all have like one strand of DNA that's dormant, and I feel like that's the one that kind of activates at a certain time, and we get a lot of universal downloads of information. A lot of us that are star seeds, or that are Lemurian, that are Pleiadian, or that are Arcturian, or Syrian, you know, there's different types of breeds of star seeds, different spiritual beings, planetary beings. Our origins, they all shift, and there's a lot of people nowadays that we see that are born with different color eyes, like purple eyes, or that have just a one color eye and one, and that's a mutation. That is our DNA mutating. So again, I do feel like there's definitely are some experiments there. I do feel like there is some more like weapon experiments. These are crafts that can become invisible, or that just flash. This is technology that we are not aware of, but the government would be. I feel like it is advanced technology. Some people would say it's UFO technology that has been shared. I wouldn't doubt that the gray ones, and just UFOs in general, have shared a lot of this information of their technology with the U.S. government, and is working on this area in particular. And again, these are just insights that I'm getting. You don't have to agree with me, but that's what I'm getting psychically. I do see that there are also animals that they have maybe tested there for purposes of developing chemical warfare, developing other types of secret projects that they have. Mutations, cloning, a lot of that going on, quite possibly. You know, there's a lot of, there's definitely like a medical lab I'm getting. It's more like underground, so there is definitely some kind of lab there that they are, and I see vials kind of behind freezers, and kind of high tech. They're like a vault. Like, you can't get into this vault or without a fingerprint and eye print type of scan. It's very high tech, and away from a lot of people, and only like select few people, even the government people that are working there, whoever works there from the military, I don't feel like they have access. This has to be like the higher ups, the president, or, you know, other higher ups that would have access to these special projects and things that they are experimenting with. I do foresee that there are going to be some people that would probably go that area on September 20th I know it just sounds like a hoax, but there are some actual people that are UFO hunters, and that believe in that. And I do feel like if they were to go, they would actually be in for a rude awakening, trying to trespass. They wouldn't get very far to do it. So it's like, you can't mess with the government like that. It's not going to work. It's going to, they're going to stop you before you get there. It's very protected, but I do feel like there is an underground level to Area 51, and it extends for miles. There are weapons, nuclear weapons, I wouldn't doubt, that are kind of stored in there. I don't know, I keep hearing uranium and maybe some other powerful type of I don't know what you call that, chemicals or weapons. I believe that they're like it's an element, an explosive, whatever you call it. Not to get technical, but I do feel that that is in there, and I do see it like a bottom level, and it may go down like for 3 stories down into the ground. I feel like it is like within 3 stories down. There are something about 3 levels down, and I also get that people are sworn to secrecy, so people that work there cannot talk about it, but people do know about all of this. But aliens and UFOs have been among us already, and they have mutated. There are reptilians, there are aliens, and some aliens have procreated with humanity, and so the child would come out, you know, characteristically and physically looking like a human being, but deep inside they have the DNA of extraterrestrial. And so it's very funny. Katy Perry is one of my favorite singers, and she did that ET, and I kind of shared that video on my Instagram stories because I am very much into music as well, and I saw like a lot of her video, and I was like in shock because that is the visions that I get, and I feel like it explains a lot about, you know, the different types of DNAs and things that that, you know, as a whole culture right now that we are kind of experiencing. People want to know the unknown now. I feel like the veil is lifting, not only just the world of spirit, but also when it comes to aliens. So that's the Area 51 thing. It's not a hoax, it's very real. I feel like they are experimenting. I could do a further in-depth video at a later time, but for the purpose of this video, I want to kind of keep it short, because I also want to talk about Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. Now, I've talked about Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. I've done psychic readings. If you haven't checked those out, check them out. I know that they did a video recently, and Señorita, I believe it was called. And people were, you know, questioning whether they had a relationship or just going. I've always said that I feel like Shawn Mendes has a duality to his sexuality, and even though he may like women, I also feel like there may be a possibility that, you know, he may be open to the same sex as well. So again, there may be some kind of feelings, but I don't get anything special. You have to understand, a lot of their, you know, appearances or appearing together is more for publicity. It is more for publicity because they're 2 popular stars. They're very young, very attractive individuals, and so again, the press is going to kind of, you know, stir this out of control. I wouldn't doubt if there is some kind of chemistry there and a friendship that is deep. Oh, I got cut off. But as I was saying, I don't feel like with Shawn that he is ready for unnecessarily like a big commitment with Camila Cabello. So, or with anyone in particular. So I don't feel like they are a hot item or a couple. This is kind of like what people tried to do with Lady Gaga and what was his name? I can't remember his name, but the guy from the movie, you know, that they sang that song. I'm very bad with names. But you know, was it Luke something? But that's what they try to do with those 2, you know, and so I feel like that is exactly what they're trying to do with Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. But again, I don't feel like they are really, other than being friends, good friends, I don't feel like there is any kind of solid relationship forming. And again, I feel like to shut some of the rumors down or speculations, Shawn maybe, you know, kind of putting himself out there and in compromising positions like this video, very steamy with a female, to kind of shut a lot of this down, or, you know, kind of removes a lot of this heat away from him. But there's a lot of people that are intuitive, that are out there, that are listening to this video and probably would agree with what I have to say about him. You know, he's a sweet young man and very handsome, but I feel like there is a part of him that is not ready to come out and talk about being gay or being, you know, bisexual, whichever he is. I'm not labeling him. I'm not going to do that here and be disrespectful, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, but I feel like it's just not time for him to come out and say that he's gay or bisexual. And when it comes to Camila, I feel like Shawn is not the type of guy she would go for, you know, even though he's handsome and he has, you know, a good career, etc. She may be going for someone kind of the opposite, more rugged, more of the bad boy type, and Shawn Mendes is not that. So again, ideally we'll have to see how this all plays out, but that's the tea from Spirit. Again, I will be giving away 2 candles to my viewers here, my Rays of Light, and you will get a pendant as well and a free psychic reading from me. The contest, or the giveaway rather, the giveaway ends on Sunday, and so what you have to do to enter is to comment tonight, you know, or comment if you see this video tomorrow before Sunday. You need to comment on this video, and also on my other videos that I will be having coming out over the next couple of days. I also wanted to do the energy report in this video as well, because I have not talked about that and I haven't had time to do a video. It's been very busy. I also have a sale going on in all of my readings right now. All of my readings are marked down until Friday, July 26th, I believe. So yeah, the 26th. So you're definitely going to have to check that out. If this is the time, they're really marked down, like all of my email readings and chat readings. If you want a reading, this is your time to get it, and you can also gift it to people that you want. Right now, I have a lot of people asking me, like, what reading is not on sale. All the readings are on sale with the exception of the emergency readings. And I just wanted to be clear about that, because some people were asking me about my emergency readings not being on sale. The reason that they're not on sale is because they are for an emergency. And if I was to put that on sale, believe you me, that there would be like tons of people booking those readings, and there's no way that I could produce the turnaround time within 72 hours, because those readings are typically done within 24 to 72 hours of me publishing, sorry, not publishing, but me actually, you know, getting someone that is paying for that type of reading. So it's unrealistic. So for those of you that are purchasing readings, I am experiencing a higher volume of reading requests. So you're looking at a turnaround time, and it's been like this for quite a bit of time, like the last couple of months, between 7 to 21 business days, and that gives me ample time to get this out. Typically it doesn't take that long, but again, it just depends on the volume that I get. But I feel so blessed and so great that y'all are, you know, participating in this sale that I have going on right now this week. Okay, so the energy report this week is, a lot of you out there are going to be noticing that the energy this week is kind of balanced and unbalanced. A lot of you are going to be feeling sort of being pulled in a different direction, not really focusing on the current things that you need to do. It's like you are maybe sitting down behind your computer, working, concentrating on that, and then being pulled in a different direction and getting distracted and leaving things unfinished. So there's a lot of elements of having things unfinished this week in particular. I also feel like the weather patterns, as you can tell right now, we're under a thunderstorm. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that is a thunderstorm that is going on. I do feel like the weather patterns are kind of shifting this week, and we may see some erratic weather in different areas, whether this is a thunderstorm or it is like a tornado warning, but there is a lot of that going on. I wouldn't be surprised if this week in the Gulf or somewhere in the tropics, you know, you would see a development of a new system developing, possibly turning into a tropical storm. It just depends, because again, there's a lot of this unbalanced energy. There's also a lot of you out there that are very focused on your health this week. For some reason, this is going to be a week in which maybe you are feeling like kind of run down. Maybe you're kind of looking at yourself in the mirror and not very happy with what you see, and you want to change that. It's like you need to remind yourself, though, that you're beautiful the way that you are. And the change that you are making, if you need to make a change this week going forward, is a lifestyle change for yourself, not to impress other people or to make other people happy. So remember to keep that in mind if you are making any kind of changes this week at all. But overall, you know, the energy this week is going to be one where everything feels kind of unbalanced. Some may feel balanced. It's just kind of like, you know, little snippets here, snippets there. Some of you may be pursuing bigger projects this week as well, and really going forward with like self-employment, starting up a business, maybe having some important meetings or interviews for jobs if it's not self-employment, but it is stepping into a new role or a new position. So there's a lot of that kind of energy that surrounds a lot of you this week. Very intense energy, but you will, you know, come out of it just fine. Also, you know, a lot of miscommunications will continue with emails and technology acting up, freezing up with Mercury retrograde. It is typical. I know that I've been having a lot of problems with my equipment thanks to Mercury. And I'm a Gemini, so that is my ruling planet. So I've been having a lot of problems with technology, emails perhaps like missing or just freezing up completely, or people saying, you know, they got my email but they didn't get like maybe a portion of it. It's just so weird. When I looked at my email, you know, I had a situation like that earlier today. My email shows that it was sent and that the whole message was there, but the other person couldn't see the whole message. So again, a lot of things happening with communications, emails, phone calls, text messages. Your phone could be acting up. I know that I had problems with signal the other day. I was like in an area and it was going to reverting to 3G, and I'm like, hey, where's 5G? We're supposed to be in an area that has 5G, and for some reason it just wasn't there. So that's kind of the energy this week. Guys, I want to thank you all so much, my rays of light. I love you so much for your support. Check me out this Wednesday on Instagram. I will be with Kim Cooley, who is also a YouTuber. Her channel is Abundant Life Tarot. Abundant Life Tarot, and I believe that's the name of her channel. It's Kimberly Cooley. She is a psychic tarot reader, and she's really great. And we're going to be having a live on Instagram on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we will be talking about, you know, spirit, talking about tarot knowledge, and just, you know, kind of how, you know, things that she does, and learning more about her. And I'm bringing people that are spiritual colleagues and friends onto my channel, you know, on my Instagram platform. So I'm very excited about that. And then I have another live on Sunday, the 28th of July, with Melanie Martin, who is an actress, a Hollywood actress and model. She was the woman that played Melania in T.I.'s videos, so that's very great. You know, she's an actress and producer, and also she's working on a great film, a documentary about the cancer, you know, and surviving cancer, and so that I have that. And then I have one with my friend Jennifer Waller, who's the CEO of Celtic Complexions, coming up. And then one with Pamela Williams in August. That's my best friend, my bestie. And so we're going to be talking about that. She's a spiritual practitioner. And then I also have another one coming up with Kat Silva, and she is the woman that my guest that I had and friend that I brought onto my Instagram live the other day and talked about her paranormal investigating, psychic, and I will be actually doing a live on her channel now. So be sure to check that out. Also be sure to check out the previous videos that I've done with people such as Madame Pamita. I've done one with her, one that I did with Ted Huff. Check that out. And just, you know, so many other guests that if I didn't mention here, I do apologize, but so many that I've done. I'm very excited, you know. And then I have my my oracle cards, my Starseed Footsteps oracle cards coming out soon. I will be announcing major details about that on how to pre-order my cards, and then I will be giving you a launch date, and I will be throwing like a launch party online to celebrate that. So it's just so many positive things that are happening right now in my life. I feel overwhelmed sometimes, but with just gratitude and just feeling amazing. This is an amazing time to be me, and I feel like, you know, I'm coming full circle, and the things that I've been working really hard on are really coming to fruition, and I never take it for granted. Like I said, I don't want you to get the misconstrue who I am as a person, or what I represent, just because I am going to change content up, or like I did a haul today of, you know, these products that I bought and I splurged on, but like I said, I do believe in giving back, so it wasn't all for me, and I know I shouldn't have to sit here and defend myself, but I think, you know, from a perspective, I just want to make it clear, because there are some people that may not be rays of light that just tune in as new subscribers or potential subscribers, and they may get that impression from me that, you know, maybe I'm kind of bougie or I'm just bragging, and that's not the case at all. You know, just doing things that other YouTubers have done before me, but kind of bringing my element into it, so it's not just about, you know, showing your merch that you have bought, or, you know, hauls that you've done, and actually, you know, bringing in the tea with spirit. So thank you so much again for your love and support. You mean the world to me. And if you have not set up a reading, again, all my readings are on sale until Friday, this Friday the 26th of July. Go ahead and do that. You can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Check out my jewelry. I have pendants there as well as a notebook that I'm selling. It's a customized notebook that's autographed with 4 of my fashion photography photos that I took back in May on my birthday, and I've created these notepads. They are limited edition as well, and just check out a lot of the things that I have on my site. I'm going to be adding some new merch very soon, like crystals, protective crystals that you can, you know, put up more like a statue or a book stand on your, you know, on your shelf for display. So, blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world, my rays of light.